Hey, it's Adam from CollectionDX, and today we're going to show you here from Beagle the newest release in what appears to be the ongoing line for Mospeada. This is the lay type, or for you Robotech fans, it would be Rand. Beagle and Toynami co-produced this bad boy, and if you were here a few months ago, you saw me take a look at the Stick Bernard, or the Stig Bernard, depending on which translation you go with. And that was a real winner, an absolutely fantastic piece. And we're going to take a look at Lay and see if he's just as good, or if not, maybe even better. And this, of course, comes courtesy of Angles. Thanks, Ken, as always. We appreciate it. And let's dive in. And I kind of went to handheld here. I just wanted to give you a quick look at the box. And from the side, I wanted to compare it to the first release. There were a lot of complaints that there was a lot of wasted space in the package, and there was not a lot, but there was easily an inch or two wasted of just air. And they appear to have heard those comments, and hey, save you $1 or $2 in shipping when you import this. So yeah, they a little thinner. Other than that, pretty identical to what they did previously. Alright, so I got everything out of the package. Just kind of wanted to show you real quick. Of course, you get the bike, you get your lay figure, and they include this incredibly awesome stand. This is very well thought out, so I wanted to kind of show this to you now, as I'm not going to really talk about it a whole lot as I do the rest of the review. So you get two armatures. This one is for when you're in bike mode. You can basically rotate that, and it hitches to the bottom of the bike. There's a nice little spot real tightly, so if you want to put Lay on the bike and display the bike leaning like they show in the opening of the show, or you can certainly do that, and it's not going to fall off the shelf, which is nice. This does pull out, and there is another peg hole here that's kind of blocked by a faux screw lid, and you can just kind of move it back there, so when you're displaying flight mode, you can just kind of pop this in, fill the gap, and you're good to go. The armature here does slide out and can be moved over here, so if you're displaying the bike and you want the armature out of the way, you can. One nice thing is this is indeed adjustable, so it's got like 3 positions, so if you want them standing on the ground, you can do that. If you want to put them up here in mid-flight, you can do that. This is adjustable as well. You have to remove it. It is sort of threaded, so you pull it off, aim it at the angle you want it, slide it back on, you're good to go. The other really nice feature here is the footlocker. The footlock, so also included, you get the Gallant rifle, but the footlocker opens up here and comes off. So I'm going to pick you up and bring you in here, and everything has a home, as you can see. Good news, I did get all the correct hands the first time around. The helmeted head, the HBT canisters, and the Gallant pistol. So everything you need has a little home, very well thought out. So let me get that out of the way. And lastly, of course, you have the manuals. Manuals and sticker sheet, actually. So let me make sure we get... Sticker sheet, actually, I am not going to use this time around, because when I did them for the stick, a lot of the stickers that go on curved surfaces started peeling off shortly after I put them on. So, take your chance, do what you will. I've decided I'm just going to leave these in the package this time around. So, and the manual is super clear. It's written in Japanese. Completely photograph every little move and nuance. So basically they're going to show you, you're going to move this, you're going to move that, and here's what it's going to look like after you move it. It's all very neatly arranged, so honestly the photos are very clear on what to do with all the parts and pieces. And I just wanted to give you a look here at the actual Lay figure. And it is an actual action figure under there. This isn't really very much a doll type of figure. It is hard plastic underneath. All of the joints are nice and tight. Everything's got a nice range of motion. The neck turns, head bows forward. The shoulders even move forward a little bit. They rotate. Even the fists are on ball sockets. But all of the joints are very tight, so they're going to hold poses very well. And I do want to kind of just get in here for a sec and show you the feet are very nicely done as well. Those flip out for when you're in armor mode. Rotate forward, back at the ankle. The feet actually will move, and of course they do pivot side to side. So lots of posability options, and of course the armor does extend when you're in right armor mode. So beautifully well done figure. Very nice. Like I said, holds poses beautifully. And here's a nice close-up of the bike. Just take it in. It's beautiful. There's my hand for scale. And real rolling tires. Plastic and die-cast. It's primarily a plastic piece. Primarily, I think, ABS. Real nice quality, though, as you handle it and play with it. You realize that it just looks fantastic and feels equally as good in the hand. There is some die-cast metal on this piece, but not a whole lot. Yeah, look at that. Even looks like those headlights should work. Unfortunately they don't, but I am sure that there are some mad modders out there who are going to do just that. Shock absorbers work. There is, it's hard to see here because it's kind of blocked by the fin, but there is a shock absorber in there around the engine mount as well. So let's see, I'm trying to show you all the details I can think of. See the handlebars in there. Look at the, you can see the readout display. So nicely detailed, even if you're not going to put the stickers on. And of course the beam cannon that comes with this particular bike. Obviously Stick Bernard's has missile launchers here. Lay got the cannon. But anyway, back to die-cast metal for a second. I just want to show you the kickstand here is die-cast metal. There is in here this little wire part right there. That is a die-cast metal steel subframe. Just that part right there. And these arms that hold the wheels in place down under here as well are die-cast metal. All the rest of the bike is plastic. So, like I said, it's a super high quality kind of feeling thing. So. Beautiful display as well, you know, the whole 9 yards. It's just, it really is everything any Mospeada or Robotech fan has ever wanted in a Cyclone / Mospeada ride armor or armored cycle or whatever the heck you want to call it. So it's good. It's really nice. But let's put it all together and see how it looks, shall we? Before I transform them and show you the armor mode, I did want to show you kind of the wheels nice and solid. It's a good toy. It's decent rolls. And I did forget to mention, I wanted to show you working foot pegs. This is something that no one has really, well, CM tried to do it with their origami palm-sized Mospeada, but we all know how well that worked out for Josh. So it actually works. Rider does sit there, and that's awesome. So on to armor mode. Oh, I cheated and transformed it off screen. Sorry folks, but a little time consuming, and I'm trying to keep the video a little shorter and more watchable. If you absolutely gotta see how this transformed, I suggest you click this link right here and head over and check the Stick Bernard review. Or if you look somewhere right over there on the page, it should be showing you different CollectionDX videos. I'm sure one of them right there is the Stick Bernard Mospeada, and that has a transformation in it. So, alright, so let's get you a better look. What I am going to do is I just want to talk about the what I've noticed is different. Obviously, you know, this is pretty much identical to the Stick Bernard Mospeada, except for the gun here. Forgive me, I'm so sure someone knows exactly what type of gun. I think it's an ion cannon, but I'm not sure. But what's nice is if you look there, there's a little hinge, and this does kind of swing out and about, so if you want to disconnect it and leave it out of the way of his hand, you can, which is nice. Like I said, I've left the stickers off. Basically, the only real difference is the color of the suit and the knee pad and the gun. And you may notice if you have the first Stick Bernard, there were some holding holes here to attach his beam cannon to the to the bike in that mode. But I just want to give you a better look. Beautiful, that sculpted detail. Holds poses really well. What I have noticed is back in here, the armatures are a bit stiffer up in here. Hang on, let's see if I can get in there without shaking everything. Up in this area, joints seem a little tighter. I did notice up here, these were much tighter transforming this time around. Almost a little bit too much so, like they were sticking, but it's a nitpick. And of course, the helmet. And I went ahead and got the base out of the way. I did want to show you, he is indeed a bit too heavy to stand in a neutral pose with all of this on him. Just the quality of the materials and the weight is just too much. But you can just use this stick, the extendable neck basically of the bigger base in the background, to brace them standing up. So you can also pick them up, use them to fly them around the room, and we know you're doing that, so don't lie. So it's good. I've seen some folks get away with using just this part and this part without the base, and you can do that, but you have to balance it just right, otherwise it will fall over. So I don't really recommend that, putting it on the shelf and leaving it that way. So, but didn't want you to think you just have to use the big gaudy base. It's fantastic. Quality control is exquisite. Fantastic. The joints are tight. Everything's just really well done. Complaints, I wish that they would really do some more tampo printing. Like I said, I think I'm going to leave the stickers off of this one. I like how Lay is a little darker than Stick back there, because Stick spent his life in space and Lay has been a civilian on Earth. So it's a winner. Real quick, the only difference between this and the Toynami version are the head sculpts. Again, this is the Beagle designed head sculpt, and the Toynami version looks actually very good. It looks better than their attempt at the Scott Bernard. So if you don't want to pay the extra $50 to say import this to the States and the slightly higher price tag, go with the Toynami version. But if you're a real stickler, or you like the Beagle face sculpt a little better, you want the Japanese box instead, go for this one. They're both winners. They're identical. Do whatever your budget can afford. I want to give a big thanks to Ken over at Angles.com for sending this over for review. As always, he's super good to us. We super appreciate it. And they got great prices and great customer service. So there you go. It's another winner. I look forward to the next one. Until next time, I'm Adam.